this dark hole, and it's not a fun place to be. And sometimes that's all you need is someone to shine a little bit of light, and you get an opportunity to kind of have a glimpse that, oh, maybe it could be better. Maybe, just maybe it could be better, because when you're in that pit, you don't realize that, because all you're thinking of is, I want to die. That's it. And it can be very easy to go there.
Yeah. And
And so just
maybe
having that bit of connection with someone to remind you that, you know what, it's okay. You're alive now. You have today, and today is a gift. And you
and
get to
when
be
you
happy. You don't have to force it. You could just be yourself.
and maybe when you get to know a few people, you can just say, well, we could do a real fireside, go out to the woods because it gets dark pretty early now.
Yes.
And it's nice to sit around the fire and just talk because it opens up everything way much more. The energy of the city will be gone.
Yes. Because people are
City is
going to sleep.
but just sit there and have a great talk because they know, well, no cell phones, no nothing, that it won't be recorded. It'll be a personal because everybody needs somebody to talk to. Everybody. I would say this is better than in the morning when people go to school and then start singing. They should have where they actually had a real talk with
Wow.
anybody.
Yeah. That's it, eh? Like,
Yeah, everybody needs that good morning and how are you doing? How is it going? Even if nobody can do anything about it, it's good just to talk about it
so
because then
this is,
it's not just in your mind or in your heart. Then you actually can release it.
hey, good day, Chi.
Good day, Will.
Gee,
Good day. Good day, all.
Super Chi. Hi, Allison.
yeah,
How you doing?
we're doing
Yeah.
great.
Uh, Heinz is Heinz is getting me all emotional here, because he's like giving me feedback for my vision, and it's like he can see it even though I haven't told him about it,
Wow.
because he's an empath. It's a superpower.
Yeah.
Guess we all are, eh?
It was just a perspective because I remember last time we were talking about that it was a way to sort of expand on this, but this is it sort of knows itself. And I thought, well, what you need is something personal, something that's touchable, tangible. That way, you would do way better with a couple of guys who needed to talk. But just put up a what is those small need someone to talk with campfire talk or something like that. Just talk about how life is going, how life is treating you, and put up those where pick one off. Well, I guess you would get some phone calls within a week. Within a week, a lot of people want somebody to talk. Hey, somebody who wants to listen. Whoa,
Yeah.
that's how you build a community
Yeah.
because there are a lot of uh, people from our age and upwards that are lonely and need someone to talk to. My friends, and I have she left. The rest is dead. Most of them.
Oh man.
My wife's dead.
Oh,
My mom's
sorry,
dead. So
Heinz.
death is no, don't be. It was it educating me. They are still with me always.
Awesome.
I don't see, but that the body leaves you, okay. It's for that you're never gonna touch or be with them that way again. But
Yeah.
it's not if their life was their time.
Yeah. And the memory still lives within you, which is a
Yep.
beautiful
The only
thing.
thing that's the only thing you can take with you when you leave this earth. It's your love,
Yeah, of
because I love them still,
course.
even if they're not here. So that's the only thing you get to keep. So make a lot of it in your life and give a lot of it in your life.
Yes. Because in the end, that's all you're going to have, really, is that
Yep.
experience, the memory of it.
Yep.
So it's like be it now kind of thing. Live that
Yep.
way now. And for me, it's like stop wasting time. You know, that's kind of my own message for myself. Like stop it, stop being who you're not. Stop being the not self.
I wouldn't say I'm stuck at the moment, but I'm sort of in the waiting area. Things don't happen from day to day, so
Yeah, it takes time,
but
eh? Like, but the more you're in tune, like the more we show up here in our hearts, the more when you
yep.
ask the right questions, the guidance shows up from your higher self.
Yeah, most people are asking for answers. I rather want the questions. They're much more interesting.
Yeah, because
Finding the
you,
question, that's the thing that's deep within you.
yeah, because your heart knows the answer. You just got to know the right
Yeah,
question to ask. That's it.
exactly.
Not that I need more coffee, but I think I'm going to grab a refill. So I'll be back in a jiffy.
Yeah.
But it sure is quiet when Bill goes on mute. Like Foghorn Leghorn next. What? Quiet, boy. I'm speaking. Yeah, I didn't realize how many racial undertones there were in all the Looney Tunes stuff. Quiet, boy. I'm speaking. Always flapping off at the mouth.
That's why people like cartoons. I think it's because they are saying it like it actually is. They can act up anyway. Anything's possible in a cartoon. It's just 10 times more extreme than what's possible.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because the conversation I had there, the connected conversation, it was not only with the gentleman in the lineup, but we also had, the got. It was very kind, heart-centered conversation. And even the checkout guy, I'm like, hey, Marvin, like, I said hi to him, and then we all kind of, all three of us men just kind of shared a moment there, and it was really nice. And even like the other guy named Rick, he kind of joked with Marvin. He's like Marvin the Martian, right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure you haven't heard that 1,000 times in your life, you know. So we all kind of had a little chuckle, and just
And that's what
noticed like a really nice buzz in the lineup around us. Like all the people were just really happy, and I know that
that's
was just a mirror.
that's what's really needed in the world. That men actually dare talk about something that's not superficial.
Yeah, and like open their heart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
why
just
men
like
are
it's not
shutting down. It's
acceptable.
because their heart is closed.
Yeah, and it was like in wartime, if men open their heart, you're dead because you're in battle. But we're
Life is
we're
a battlefield.
not we're not in physical war, but we live like we are
Yeah.
because it gets passed down in the genetic memory. When there's a war within, there's a war without.
Yeah.
So we can create that space now of peace and happy. You can bring that wobble, wiggle, giggle to the world, eh? Thank you so much for the feedback, by the way, Heinz.
Oh, you're welcome. It was
Yeah.
just something that came to me when I came actually wiggle it around in my, what you call, not head. I don't, just something that just came up. I thought maybe you need to do it more personal.
Yeah, because when I went to get my coffee, what I actually saw was firesides in jails popping up.
Ooh. Oh my God, the prisoners would
Yeah,
would actually get something, get rehabilitation from jail then,
yeah. And it
because they
wasn't
would
even like
talk about what brought them to where they are.
exactly. And it wasn't even like it wasn't a monetary thing. It was just men coming together and women, in jails, women's jail, female jails, male jails, whatever. But people coming together to just be real and creating that fireside space where it's safe to just be you and be real. And then when you go back out into Gen Pop, you can do whatever, right? But if you're creating a fireside, this is what it's about. These are the guidelines. This is a safe space, and we all create that. We all
I
either
do think
create
they
it
have
or we
something.
destroy it.
They have something like it in prisons. I see it in some movies where they sit down and they sit and talk,
Yeah,
but they all have a psychologist listening in on them. That's not how it's
yeah,
supposed to work. They may
exactly,
they can a guard could sit there and talk if he needed something to talk about, but you can't have somebody controlling the meeting. It's got to be
exactly,
open source for
exactly.
everyone. They just can share and learn from his. A smart man learns from his own experience. A genius learns from others.
Yes. FCC, Fireside Connected Conversations.
It sounded like a football team, FCC,
Yeah,
FC something.
the Federal Communications Commission. No, no, no. The the Fireside Connected Conversations. Yes. I'm just making it up.
That's how new stuff is born, by somebody making it up.
Yeah. So when are you doing the TED Talk, Jesse? About Fireside? Could be a TEDx even.
No plans as of yet.
Okay.
That's a big thing to do a TED talk.
Yeah. It's just a conversation.
Yeah, but it's a way of sharing, and TED talks are big, so that's a good way of people getting interested in. Hey, what was that guy talking about?
Yeah.
And then they
So
mention it to their friends. That's how things get started. It's the campfire spreading it.
yeah. Starts with a single flame. Starts with a
Yeah.
spark. And it's nice to enjoy it here. And what if this just ignited bit by bit more flames in the hearts of people around the planet?
Yeah.
it may have started here, and I'm sure there's plenty of these styles of connected conversations already happening.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be branded fireside, but imagine if there was just a series of firesides starting more and more and more and growing around the planet. And it doesn't have to be a 12-step program. It's not a traditional.
It's just opening up and letting other people be open.
Yeah. Connecting to your heart really is the key, connecting that spark of consciousness within ourselves.
Working for a better collective. What we're doing for ourselves, what we're doing for others. That's sort of what goes on here. Tapping into each other's energy. Four heads and 8 eyes are way better than one pair or 2 eyes and 1 head. That's how life is. More perspective.
I just had a realization. I'm going to do a TEDx talk, even if it's just locally here, like to start.
Because everybody who's interested will sort of be looking at it to figure out, hey, how can I get further? And this is something that might work. A little silence, a little talk, a little everything. We got everything here. We even got people who are doing guided meditation, like Ian did, and Ebony have done, and it's a place where we can practice our skills.
Yes.
Share our wins and our losses, which were only moments in time. Doesn't have anything to do where we are right here, right now.
Yeah. So all we have is this moment right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over.
And it's become now, and it became now.
Yes.
It's like
watched
surfing. Gotta ride the wave. Sometimes you're at the top of the wave. Sometimes you wipe out.
Yes.
Then you get to start over on a new wave. Sometimes you get to the beach and then you have to swim back out and put a little work into it to get a new wave. That's how life works.
Funny that you bring up that metaphor. When I was kind of first getting started on this coaching journey, I had a mentor and he gave me some coaching sessions, and I think this was like probably 2000. Let's see here. Yeah, 2009, 2010, probably 2010. Yeah, 2010. And his coaching company name is Your Next Wave.
Mm.
Don't know if he's still coaching, man. Let's see if he's got a website. It's funny how different people, like they'll just show up in your life and they generously give of their heart, and then they make this positive impact in your life. And I've never forgotten his name. I still remember it.
Mm.
Oh wow, there's a lot of people with his name.
That's the beauty of being me. I'm the only one in the world with that name.
Yeah. It's like William King. There's like probably like tens of thousands or more of people with that name.
I'll share something from a webinar that I watched last night about the shadow. And I really appreciated this quote, and I'll try and get it right. Nothing that needs to hide in the darkness has any authentic power of its own. And I thought that sometimes when people are gripped with an unknown fear, if they were to have known or heard those words, that it could perhaps lessen the grip of the fear. And I think of my own journey with depression in my 20s, and the times that I felt that I really was at the edge of something that could destroy me, and that I could never, my light could never stop it from recurring. And then I thought again about, well, is that just a belief? How does one prove it to be fact? But the other thing that I have learned over time is that if my body resonates with something that is attached to light, then that's good enough for me. And I have experienced in my work sometimes that if I share my own learnings with my clients, it does have an impact. So it's this very similar effect that we experience in group work. And so then that got me back to thinking about vibration. And my meditation teaches parting words to me. Don't ever forget, everything is vibration. That is the one single truth. And then, as Jesse often reminded me in the beginning of working with him, the rest we make up. But it's still vibration. And I also last night listened to the last stream where Annette was talking about her experience of holding intention. And in other words, using other words, that would be remaining attached to the vibration that you choose and allowing for different outcomes until you manage to find exactly what it is that you want. And sometimes that can take a lifetime and more, many lifetimes. And I think much of what I've said, when I reflect back on the conversation this morning, has already been said.
We talk about a lot, almost anything. Sometimes it's just good to hear stuff again.
Yes.
Repeat, repeat, repeat.
Yes. Remind. You're
Yeah.
sharing your mind, your experience with us, and by us all sharing our own unique perspectives, we remind each other who
Yeah.
we really are.
Keeping the energy flowing. Positive, loving energy.
Has anyone had an opportunity to watch the movie Soul?
No, I haven't.
I saw it the day after you talked about it.
How was it for you?
Oh, it was a great movie. Love the ending.
I know I got to watch it again because I forgot. And I think I have my word of the day. Okay, if I share it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And my word of the day today is spark. The spark within each one of us. What will we do with that spark? Who will we be?
My word will be present.
My word for the day is open.
My word would be honoring friendship.
Mm,
Mm.
it's so beautiful, Chi.
Yeah, because it's Heinz's birthday today.
Heinz, how could you not tell us? We have to
Nah.
celebrate.
It's an ego thing. I want my birthday. No,
Happy
thank you very much.
birthday.
Thank you very much.
Happy birthday, Heinz.
Thank you, Jesse.
Thank
I
you,
don't
Chi.
celebrate
Sorry.
birthdays, but I want to say congratulations, Heinz, on making it to this age. What age is this buddy?
5-0.
The big one. 5-0. Hey, 5-0.
Wow.
You've reached the police age.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. She was here this morning, actually.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That's so cool, by the way, that you guys have maintained a beautiful friendship for decades like that. That's that could be very rare.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
were 20 years we didn't see each other when we both had our marriages and everything, but then all of a sudden we just came back into, and it was like he never left.
Mm.
Just
Yep,
time just
exactly.
passed, and that's how you define a real friendship. It's sometimes you don't talk for 10 years, and then when you talk again, you sort of lift up off where you left off.
Yep, that's exactly it.
Sometimes we get out of each other's radar.
There we go. Get the avatars going, eh?
In this dimension, 50 is a great age.
Ooh. Tell me more, Allison.
Well, I think with each decade, there's just this surge of new power that is available to one that isn't available in your youth. In your youth, you have that physical power, which you wish you had when as the decade go on, for sure. And some people do manage it. Most of us don't, unfortunately. But I don't think I would swap it. In fact, I know I would not swap it.
Yeah, you have the wisdom.
You get a different perspective, of,
yeah.
It's like being on the 5th floor instead of on the 2nd or the 3rd or the 4th.
This is the wisdom of experience in life for 5 decades. As long as you're open to hearing it and living it. Because it's only wisdom if it's actually utilized and applied.
Yeah.
And learned from.
Yeah.
It's more.
Yeah, that's true. True wisdom. So you can have knowledge and information, but if it's not actually applied, if you learn from it, then you will apply it, and it'll actually become wisdom because you're being it.
Yeah, I've come to think a bit differently about wisdom. And that started right at the beginning when we started to get together and, we were talking about wisdom. And I remember just having this realization that for me, real wisdom is really aligning myself with laws of nature and learning to do that for me, that was wisdom. And it's interesting because it's inherent in yoga philosophy and teachings. And I'd never quite put it together like that for myself. So you can be with something for decades and it takes decades for it to sink. SYNC.
Yeah.
And I'd had experiences before, of real connection to nature. And I'd never put wisdom as, in that frame. I had many other words for it.
Sometimes I wish that I knew what I know now when I was 20 or when I was 30.
Yes.
But there's a difference, but when the longer you live, it's just there's a difference, whether you have punched the same bag 100 times, 1,000 times.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you have done more wrong and more right, it add up. It all experience. You got the experience to get out of your comfort zone more and more.
Yeah.
So yeah, at the end of the day, I don't want to be any more different than what I experienced up to now. So it's all good.
Yes, it is.
It doesn't matter that if we do something wrong or right. It's just that we do something.
Absolutely. That we be something in our doing nature.
Yeah, be exactly. Yeah, right. Thank you.
So if I go back to that conversation a few days ago that I referred to earlier with Annette, it was her being. Her intention was, how did she want to be? And she kept that intention.
Cinderella.
Good morning.
Sindrel.
Morning, Cinderella.
Good day. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Yes, all of the above. Am I on mute? Where am
Nope.
I?
No.
Oh, we hear you.
Oh, you can hear me. Good thing you didn't hear things that I say to myself. I was talking out loud.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, a lot of chuckles here today.
Is it a kind voice and drill?
It is. It's
Yeah.
well, wait a minute. I think I'm gonna go a
Oh,
little neutral with that. It was
okay.
like, come on, Central, get your little shits together. Come on, you got this.
Ooh.
Like, no, not a bad one, but it's like, come on, you got this.
You can do it. Okay.
I can go off mute. I can go on and off mute. I can push those buttons.
Okay. Have a great day there, Jesse. Jesse's going to be on another call.
Okay,
And
Jesse.
I guess he's made me co-host, so we get to continue. Thank you, Jesse.
Yeah, thank you guys. I'll be back if I can.
Okay.
Thanks,
Bye.
Jess.
Thanks,
See
guys.
you, Jess. Have a wonderful
Bye,
call.
Central. Thank you.